welcome back to my channel. I am so glad you decided to click on this video today. It is Monday. I have more energy today than I have had in literally weeks. And the only thing I can contribute it to is the fact that I took the weekend to do absolutely nothing. Literally the most exertion that I did was on Saturday morning. My husband and I went and got shot number 2 of Moderna. So in 2 weeks, the countdown is on and immunity is on its way. Praise Jesus. Praise Jesus. Oh my gosh. Which means this summer we might be able to start actually getting involved in the community around here. Like, the whole pandemic thing really cramped our whole ability to like make friends around here. Just as we were, the timing couldn't have been worse. Just as we were starting to get plugged in this new community that we have. Granted, we have lived here since August of 2019 now, but just as we were starting to get plugged in is when COVID hit, and you know, it completely annihilated our ability to get together with anybody and get to know anybody. So we have a few, literally 4 or 5. My husband has more people to communicate with than I do because he actually has coworkers that he talks to every day. Granted, it's on the internet, but he still has coworkers that he's gotten to know since he was in the office and then got booted from the office because of COVID. Me, on the other hand, I can count on literally one hand the number of people that I have met and the number of relationships that I have started to cultivate. Actually, I can probably count on 2 fingers. 3, maybe 3. I don't know. The bottom line is, a revival is coming, and I am so excited about it. Actually, I think revival is going to be like my theme of the month of June, and I'm kind of excited. So all that to say, we got the second shot on Saturday, and on Saturday we felt nothing but a sore arm. My husband had it a lot worse than I did with the sore arm, but like my arms was achy most of the day yesterday. And then yesterday, Sunday, I was doing great. I felt nothing crazy until I took a shower. And showering is something that drains my energy on a regular basis. Remember, chronic illness with chronic fatigue over here. But like yesterday, when I took a shower, I'm like, if I do anything today, I'm gonna at least get clean so I can put on some clean PJs and be loungy, you know? I ended up draining so much of my energy that the body aches set in. And so my limbs, my ankles hurt, my forearms hurt, and my quads hurt. And it's all places that normally would ache on my body, just exacerbated because of presumably the vaccine. So my vaccine reaction felt like a really bad CMT day. That, for those of you that don't know, CMT, Charcot-Marie-Tooth disease, is the disease that I have. So that it felt just like a really bad day to me. And so I sat on the recliner for literally 4 hours yesterday, maybe 5. I laid low. I laid real low. And then at about 6 p.m., my energy came back, my pain went away, and I was good to go. And so I continued to lay low the rest of the day, went to bed, woke up this morning with more energy than I have had in weeks, and I feel awesome. So that's great. Today is the beginning of batch week for me, which means that there's no coaching except for the daily contact that I have with my I'm All In Access Pass people who have access to me on Voxer. I have accountability check-ins with them every single day. I already woke up to an amazing message. One of my clients has lost 8 pounds since we started, and I launched, remember, at the beginning of May. So in less than a month, she has lost 8 pounds with my guidance, and I am so stinking proud of her. So I'm in contact with those people throughout the day today, but other than that, I have no coaching to do, and it is all about content creation. I have a very important call today that I will tell you guys about later, and I'm jazzed. Welcome to my vlog. All right, it's 11 o'clock, but I want to share with you what I've eaten so far today. I've consumed half of the Fairlife Nutrition Shake. This was my pre-coffee food. I've been really bad lately about drinking my coffee before I consume anything, and I know that needs to stop because over the weekend I did the opposite. I ate first and then had my coffee, and it makes a huge difference. It really does, like I've said before. So to make it real easy on me, I just decided to pound a little bit of protein. So that was 75 calories and 15 grams of protein, and I will save the other half to drink tomorrow. And then I made a Fab4 smoothie, which is built like my normal smoothie. It is PE Science protein this week. It is 1 tablespoon of pure cacao powder, which adds a little bit of fat, a little bit of fiber, a little bit of carb, and a lot of chocolate taste, which is awesome. I have the PE Science flavor in here is peppermint bark, so it's a mint peppermint chocolate thing going anyway, so I just kind of built on that. 85 grams of riced cauliflower as my greens, acacia fiber as my fiber, and then this specifically I added this morning due to cycle syncing. Where I am in my cycle, I'm in the middle of my luteal phase. Flaxseed is supposed to be really, really good for where you're at in your cycle during your luteal phase. So I threw a tablespoon of flaxseed in my mix today, which was 35 calories, and I also threw in a serving of creatine powder. I'm going to start taking creatine on a daily basis to help with muscle growth. And I ended up finding this really, really great bulk bag of creatine for like $20 or $30, literally 200 plus days worth of creatine. So I'm set for almost a year, it feels like, maybe closer to half a year, but it was a lot of creatine for not a lot of money. I'll link that down below. You can get it on Amazon. But I just threw it in with the smoothie to make it easier than having to like spin it around in water and chug it really fast because it's really crystally and granular and everything. So all that to say, I have a Fab 4 smoothie for my breakfast, and it is 11 o'clock now, and I'm still not quite finished with it. So my meals will be a little bit delayed today, but that's all right. I thought it would be fun to share a little book haul with you guys from Amazon.com. As you may or may not know, I have a Diva and the Divine book club where we read one book on self-improvement or personal development and things like that, self-help, if that's what you want to call it, every month. And then we have a Zoom meeting about it, and it's a lot of fun. And we've been reading some really, really great books that have had some awesome information in them. And I've decided on the rest of the books for the year, and I decided to go ahead and order all of the books that I don't have that aren't available on the Scribed app, which is an app that I use. It's like Netflix for books, essentially, and it's really, really great, but not all the books that I want to read are on there. So I placed an Amazon order for everything that's not on the Scribed app, so I thought I would share with you the books that I got. First up is The Artist's Way. This is the book that talks all about morning pages and journaling, and it's a spiritual path to higher creativity. I have heard amazing things about this book, but I know nothing about it other than it's the morning pages book, right? It's the people who it's the woman who talks about doing morning pages every day, and I use morning pages. Not as often as I would like. I need to get back into that habit, and that's one of my challenge things for the challenge coming up, which I'll talk about later. But on Amazon, it actually had a bundle that for $25 you could get the morning pages journal with the book. So I looked in this, and it looks like there's just 251 different pages, and you fill out one page per day for morning pages, I think. I don't really know. I'll get into it once I'm starting to read, but I'm really excited to have that journal. Another book is Essentialism by Greg McKeown. This was a direct request from one of the book club members, The Feel Good Effect, Reclaim Your Wellness by Finding Small Shifts That Create Big Change. Believe It by Jamie Kern Lima. How to Go From Underestimated to Unstoppable, and the reason it's called Believe It is because she is the founder of It Cosmetics. I really, really like her. I've heard her speak before. She's really, really great, so I'm very excited to dive into that book as well, and I think I have one more thing coming from Amazon today. All right, my friend, now that I am off the phone, I can tell you my exciting thing. Your girl, who just launched a coaching business last month, this month, oh my God, this month, feels like it was last month, doesn't it? Hired her own coach to help her get through a reverse diet. I reached out to somebody who I know and have followed for a long time and is starting and running her own coaching business. And I reached out to her and said, hey, I need to reverse diet. I know I do. I know I do. Will you help me? And she said yes. So I am paying her to coach me, like you guys pay me to coach you. And there's probably going to be some sort of a stigma about that, but there shouldn't be. My coach also has a coach. Like, this is totally normal. And here's why, especially if you are an obliger. Obligers, as the 4 tendencies by Gretchen Rubin state, they are very good at keeping promises and being accountable to other people, but they are terrible at being accountable to themselves. And I am a 110% full-blooded obliger. And so I am very good at coaching other people. My clients in the last couple of weeks alone have made huge strides. I launched, like I said, I think I said this earlier, I have somebody who's down 8 pounds already. And we've only been in business for less than a month. Like, it's, things are happening. Magical things are happening for my clients. But I need somebody to treat me like I am treating my clients. I need somebody to coach me like I am coaching my clients. So I decided to bite the bullet and I asked for help, and I'm very excited. So what is happening is I am officially going to be in reverse diet mode. Reverse diet mode, which means focusing on not weight loss, but fixing my metabolism. Because here's the reality. I've been eating at 1,600 to 1,700 calories for at least, like, normally you would say like 80% is ideal for consistency. I'm probably closer to 85, 90%. And I have lost a total of 4 pounds since February. And the scale keeps fluctuating up and down and up and down. And I have hormonal things that are happening. And basically I'm tired and my workouts have been sucking. All of these things signify that my body is not equipped to cut. Not right now. My metabolism is broken. And that's okay. My metabolism is not broken. It is adapted. And I have to fix things before I can make it better, right? So I'm taking control and I'm fixing things. And as much as it's going to pain me to let go of weight loss mode, I know I did it once, but it was for a short period of time and it wasn't long enough. Like, it wasn't long enough. So I'm like, I know that I need to do this, but I need somebody to tell me to do it, which is why I enlisted the help of a coach. So that being said, I have new calories, new macros to meet that aren't crazy. They're not crazy far-fetched from what I've been doing. She actually is like, let's start where you're at, which is what I would do too. And so I have 1,800 calories as my goal with 140 protein, which is totally normal. I have to work on upping my carbs a little bit. So this is actually my favorite tuna salad. You guys, I have perfected, I think I have perfected my tuna salad recipe. And so I will share it with you very, very soon. But this is so good. So stinking good. High fat because I'm using the Primal Kitchen mayo. But oh my gosh, you guys, so good. And this is super low carb. So in order to increase my carbohydrates, I have some rice cakes here to increase my carbohydrates. So that's what's happening for lunch. I'm real excited, and I'm also real hungry because it's 2 o'clock and I haven't eaten lunch yet. Let me take a second and appreciate the fact that this weirdo is just sitting in front of the fan. It's very hot up here. Very, very hot. And so I have a little fan blowing cold air into my room, and this putz is just sitting in front of the fan and then seems to be irritated when the fan blows her fur. You're a weirdo. You know that? All right, so my other Amazon order showed up and I wanted to show you guys what I got, and I'm going to like test it out in real time and see how it goes. So the first thing I got, I'm probably gonna return, and I'm kind of sad about it. I got these really cool like mermaid rainbow spoons. I thought they were gonna be like a third of this size. I did my last dip manicure in with the pour over method, which means instead of dipping your finger into the pot, you put your finger over something, you put the gel on or whatever, and then you spoon. I was trying to look for a spoon, like I had a spoon up here, and then you like spoon the powder over so it kind of gets poured over, and then the most minimum amount that it takes to cover the adhesive is what sticks to your fingernail. And I did that for the first time, and lo and behold, very, very, very little buffing was required. The manicure turned out great. I was so stinking pleased with it. So now I'm like, I'm team pour over method. I need to get some cute pour over spoons. That's what these were supposed to be, but they're way too big. They're way too big. And I have little itty bitty dessert spoons, but I don't want to surrender a couple of them to my dip manicure habit because I use them every day. They're the little spoons that I like to eat my ice cream and my yogurt with, and things that like I like to eat my desserts with small utensils because it extends the life of the dessert, so to speak. So I bought these. They're really cute. They're really heavy duty. I might return them. I haven't decided yet. The other thing, let me get it. The other thing I got was this workbook called the Fear Boss Project. And the reason I got the workbook is because the June book of the month for Diva and the Divine Book Club is Fear is My Homeboy by Judy Holler. And while the book is available unscribed, so I didn't need to buy the book, I did want to get the workbook to go with it because I figure I'm going to go all in and just do all the things. And I paid the extra money to get the colored one instead of the black and white one because I'm extra and I'm okay with it. And then the thing I wanted to try with you guys, I reached out to y'all. all of you on Instagram, and I actually was complaining about my hair and how you guys know I typically have my hair in a messy bun on top of my head. And the reason for that is it's the only updo that I can do, and I love having my hair, other than like low ponytail, but like to get my hair off my neck and away from my face, I can only do a messy bun because I cannot lift my hands over my head. But my problem is when my hair gets too, I had to take my rings off, when my hair gets too heavy, I start to get like and obviously it's harder to do it, but like my hair looks sloppy. You guys have probably seen it. Like my hair looks sloppy when it is pulled up in a messy bun, and like the sides are kind of loose and whatever, and not like in a cute intentional way, in a you don't know how to put your hair up kind of way. But it's because I can't use hair ties like a normal person. I can get my hair tied to loop over once, twist it once, and then loop it back, and I can't maneuver a third loop out of the hair tie. So everything ends up being looser, and that's why my hair starts to fall down and look sloppy and everything. So I reached out on Instagram and I was like, hey guys, here's how I do my hair. And I actually did a video of how I do my hair, and I said, do you have any suggestions for hair ties that might work for my disadvantage? And you guys shot back with a couple of suggestions, and so I bought 2 of them. The first one is Burly Bands, and the second one is Gimme Beauty. And what's funny about the Gimme Beauty ones is I actually have the thinner version of the Gimme Beauty ones. It's what was in my hair. My mother-in-law got me the thinner ones for Christmas, and I really like them. They're great. They do loosen up a little bit, but I love wearing these to bed because they don't put as much of a dent in my hair, right? But I need something that's like hardcore and gonna stay in place. So I got the big ones and I got the Burly Bands, and I'm gonna try them out. First, let's try the Gimme Band. How can I not? I'm so bad at Ziploc bags. I'm just cutting right through the Ziploc. I don't need to close these ever again. It's fine. Okay, so for size comparison here. Here is the big one and the little one. Like I said, same brand, just the big one and the little one. So here's the thick guy right here. I'm going to show you guys how I do my hair. This is how I have to put my hair up. So I gather, and then what you can notice is my hand is resting on my head because I cannot multitask apparently. That feels pretty secure. I like that. That feels really secure and really nice. And obviously, like, I can smooth it out, but this is just, that feels really good. I like that a lot. And that was only 2 loops. So let's look at the Burly Band. The reason I rest my hands on my head is because I can't lift my hands up. I do not have any tricep strength to speak of, so I can't lift my arms up over my head. So I have to rest on my head in order to keep my hands up there at all. My shoulders have the strength to get my arm up there, but my triceps don't have the strength to straighten my arm up. All right, these are the Burly Bands. These are tighter. The Burly Bands are tighter than the Gimme brand. All right, let's see. All right, here we go. Same technique. And fun fact, I also always start with my left hand, and my right does all the maneuvering. Yeah. Wow, these are tight. Wow, I like these. Awesome. Okay, y'all, I don't know how long these are gonna last before they stretch out. Retains elasticity for months, it says. Wow, these are awesome. These are awesome. I will have the links to these down below. I got both of these on Amazon. These are great. These are even better. Like, heck yes. Heck yes. So I'm very excited about my new ponytail holders. This is the kind of thing that I do all the time. Like, I want to find adaptive things that are products that aren't meant to be adaptive but end up being adaptive for my disabled hands, and this nailed it. You want to know what's super fun? Eating a piece of really nice bread because you need more carbs in your day. Thought I would share what's been going down. I'm finally completing the meal prep that didn't happen yesterday. So these are his and her salads. These are my husband's salads. These are the lettuceless salads I've been sharing. In here for each of mine, I have 75 grams of celery, 150 grams of cucumber, 1 ounce of full fat shredded cheese, and 4 ounces of lunch meat. And he has a lot more of the veggie base than I do, but the same amount of cheese and meat. I'm so excited, and now I have to go right ahead, and it is Home Chef week at my house. This is the second week that we are getting Home Chef, but check it out, y'all. See that? This is a Skinny Taste menu item. Skinny Taste actually partnered with Home Chef, and some of her recipes are showing up as menu options for the boxes, which is amazing. So of course I had to try one out for you guys. So I ordered the basil Parmesan crusted salmon. So, well, I don't know if it's so good, but just the other day we had tomato pesto crusted meatloaves, turkey meatloaves, and they were to die for delicious. So I'm really, really excited about this. And we've been loving the Home Chef box. This will be our second week. Last week's meals were all incredibly delicious. If you guys are interested in trying Home Chef and getting $35 off of your first box, use the code, I think they gave me Brianna E21, I think is what they gave me. And this is not like I'm an affiliate with them. This is what the code that anybody can get when you use Home Chef. So I don't get money in cash. I get a credit for my account. So I will get $35 off of my next box that if you guys use that code, and you guys will get $35 off of your box. It's a great deal for both of us. So I will report back and let you know how we feel about this. All right, here is what it looks like going into the oven. Yes, I have 2 servings here. We order, when we do meal kits, we order 4 servings instead of 2 because then I pre-cook them and then we have leftovers and I don't have to cook tomorrow. But this is what it looks like going into the oven. This mixture, basil, pesto, mayonnaise, and Parmesan. So good. I cannot wait to eat this. Here it is. So we've got the basil crusted salmon with just a little green salad, some halved cherry tomatoes in a vinaigrette that's made of red wine vinegar and olive oil and topped with some remaining Parmesan. Looks so good. What's up, my friends? I have just been filming all day. It's Tuesday now. And rather than hold the camera up, I also lifted weights today. Yeah. My arms are tired. So rather than hold the camera, I'm like, I'll just take advantage of this whole setup to be able to do my little closer out for this vlog. But I just wanted to hop on here and tell you what I had for dessert last night. Because I talked to my coach yesterday and got some more specific macro numbers, I was trying to increase my carbs a little bit. By the end of the day, I had run out of protein and I had run out of fat, or almost run out of fat. Anyway, my macros were a little bit whacked out yesterday. I ended up with more fat than I needed and still clocked in under carbs. But all that to say, I ended up with quite a few calories left at the end of the day, even after that fantastic salmon meal. You guys, that meal was amazing. So we've had 2 meals so far. I think I mentioned this yesterday. We've had 2 meals from Home Chef that had this pesto, mayo, Parmesan based topping. I almost said rub. It's not a rub. It's a topping, like a sauce on top of it. The turkey meatloaves had a red pesto, which is a tomato-based pesto, and you mix mayonnaise with it and Parmesan cheese. The meatloaf one had grated Parmesan cheese. And grated? Yes, grated. And yesterday's was the same formula. It was the basil pesto, so the green pesto, with mayonnaise and shredded Parmesan cheese mixed into it and topped the salmon with that. And you know what? Both of those are bonkers delicious. Bonkers. It's so good. My husband and I are both like, what else can we put this on? Because it needs to be on everything. It is delicious. So all that to say, our salmon dish last night was fire. It was great. And that was the skinny-ish dish. Not the skinny-ish dish. Wow. And that was the Skinny Taste recipe of the week. So like I mentioned yesterday, Skinny Taste was actually working with Home Chef to offer some of her menu items on their menu, which I thought was so cool. And it was entirely the reason I resubscribed to Home Chef, was to be able to try a Skinny Taste meal or 2. And it turns out I'm really enjoying Home Chef. Really enjoying. Not sponsored. They don't know who I am. They don't care. I wish they did. If they wanted Home Chef, if you want to sponsor me, I'd be here for it. But like I said yesterday, they did email me a code thing. Again, it's something I think that everybody who signs up gets. It's literally Brianna E21. So they just, put my name together and slap the year on it. But if you use Brianna A21, you get $35 off of your first box, and I get $35 of credit towards my next box. So let me know if you plan on using that, because I would really like some more food at some lower prices. That would be awesome. But anyway, for dessert last night, after all was said and done, I still had several hundred calories left and a lot of carbs to cover. So I ended up having a bowl of 150 grams of strawberries, because those are straight carbs. Like, great. I was trying to figure out how to get carbs without fat, but I couldn't do it. So I had 3, not 1, not 2, but 3 Lindt chocolate truffle balls in the milk chocolate salt, like sea salt flavor. Oh my gosh. They are my favorite thing. I love the Lindt truffle balls. They're just so good. They're so good. They are my favorite splurge. They're nice and easy. You could have 1, you could have 2, you could have 7, depending on how many calories you have left. Like, they're so good. And it was the perfect dessert. I got some bright fruit. I got some rich chocolate. It was really, really good. So all that to say, I felt stellar about my first day on my coach's plan, which was basically what I've been doing anyway. We started me at 1,800 calories, and for my cut, I was doing 1,600 to 1,700 calories. And then last week, when I was really starting to struggle and be hungry and just everything was out of whack, I upped my calories myself, because I was already toying with the whole reverse diet thing before I contacted my coach and was like, let's pull the trigger. I need your help. Let's do it. And so I was already at 1,700 to 1,800. So she's just like, let's start you at 1,800 officially. And I clocked in at like 1,750 yesterday. And I feel really, really good about it. Oh, and because I started coaching, my No Way May is officially over, even though it's currently, today is May 25th. So fun fact, I am down for my entire cut like 4.7 pounds, I think. Not even 5 pounds, which is the whole reason I'm in a reverse, because clearly my body does not want to lose right now. It is jacked up in all the ways, which is why I'm reverse dieting to begin with. And I have a couple of clients that are also reverse dieting. I have clients that are still losing but on increased calories and having wild amounts of success. Guys, there's something to be said for eating more food. Truly. So if you wanna chat about the reverse dieting thing, I fully plan on obviously sharing this journey with you. I actually think I just finished, like I said, my content batching for the month of June. So I think that a lot of my videos, or at least one video a week, is going to be a vlog. So in the comments below, let me know what kind of stuff you want to see on my vlogs. Not my sit down videos, my vlogs specifically, because at least once a week I'm going to be cranking out vlogs. So what do you want to see other than what I'm eating? I know you all want to see what I'm eating, and we'll talk about the whole process of the reverse diet. I'll walk you through the calories I'm on, all those things. I'm going to share the whole journey with you, and I'm going to share the results with you. But I want to know if there's anything else you want to see. So let me know in the comments below. But I'm going to leave this here so I can get this sucker edited and uploaded so it goes up on time. But thank you for spending the day with me and seeing what I eat and what I'm doing. And yeah, so hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and I will see you soon.